Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to another AvidMax fly tying tutorial. Today we're going to show you how to tie a really simple fly. This is the Pearl Core Braid Worm. Alright, so this is a super simple fly to tie. If you're just starting out, it's a good place to start. We're going to tie it on a Firehole 7/18 hook. It's a nice hook from them with an extra wide gap, which is great. So then we're going to use just a Veevus thread. This is a 10/0 in pink, the D14 color code from Veevus. And then we're going to put the Pearl Core Braid on there, and that'll complete our fly. So to get started here, I'm just going to take my 10/0 Veevus thread and start it right behind the eye there with some locking wraps to hold everything down, and then work back slightly. It's going to be the underbody of the fly, or the worm. So we're going to try and cover up that hook shank entirely here, just as we work back. Some close touching wraps. And all the way to where the hook bend starts, and then I'm going to go back forward, and we're going to go one more time around here, just to cover it up and give that nice coloration to the hook shank, because it will be visible underneath our worm material here. So just try and keep it nice and clean as you go. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just that nice underbody. This is a cool fly that I learned not too long ago at a Trout Unlimited event that we went to. There was a couple guys there, Sammy and his dad, and they're traveling the country and trying to catch all the native trout species that reside in the United States. So they got kind of a cool gig that they're doing there. So now that we got that shank completely covered there nicely, we're gonna cut off some of our Pearl Core Braid. This is the pink color. Do it in blood red and some other variations. And basically all I've done is I've measured about 3 hook shanks in material there, and I'm going to try and center it and just tie it right in on the back like so with some X wraps. Make sure that you got it locked down nicely. And then from there I'm going to take it and we're going to do just a few under wraps. So I'm going to count them out. We'll do 3, 4, 5. And then we'll do right on top, keeping that fixed right on top of the hook shank, and then we'll repeat that just to try and keep everything spaced nice and evenly as we work forward here. So the final time will be right behind that hook eye there, and so we'll capture it off with a couple of wraps and then do a couple of wraps underneath, and we can come in real quick with our whip finish and secure our thread out, just like so. Clip it out of there, and I'm going to add a little bit of glue to that thread just because it is exposed. I tend to add glue to most of my flies anyways, but whenever you have exposed thread, it's a good idea to do because you might get a cut a little bit more likely with the fish's mouth. So just a little bit where that whip finish was. Nice and easy there. And then the final thing we're going to do to this fly is just burn our tips. And with this material, the inner material is really similar to a sand lawn worm, just a chenille, a velvet chenille, but the outside is that plasticky material, and it tends to burn faster than the inside. So what I found is if you use the bottom of the flame, the real hot part of the flame, and you burn it slowly there, you get that nice singe look that you're after. Try to avoid lighting it on fire like I did. But just singe out that plastic material until you get down to the chenille and get that look that you're going for there. That's all it is, just a nice Pearl Core Braid in pink worm, and that's going to be a very effective fly on any water that you're going to fish, pressured water or otherwise. Fish are eager to get after this fly.